Yo, J Maya back with another video and tell you what we just went through. So, try to go fishing and all the access points, even to the river, were closed. It said you couldn't even park in their parking lots. So what did we do? We parked on the side of the road, not in their daggone parking lots. We found another way at access down to the river, and we went anyway. We couldn't go the way that I usually go. I used to go to a little spot, and that's now private property. Who owns a river? Who owns the river? Do people own parts of the Mississippi or the Ohio? Do they actually own the river? No, you're free to go up and down that river. But here, now, in this time, someone owns the river. It's private property, the actual freaking river. You can't even walk down the stream. It says beyond this point is private property. So, anyway, caught a couple. I don't want to even get into that. My daughter lost the stringer. I'm upset about it, but I'll leave that alone. Anyway, on the way back, we noticed that a bunch of people were down. We didn't go to the park area. Like, there's a main park area where people swim and jump off a rock. We didn't go to none of that. We went around that down to the upper area where nobody goes. Like, we went way up where nobody goes in the woods. I just knew it was public land, but anyway, as we came back down towards where the park was itself, people were actually in the park. There was a bunch of people. People had dogs. There was a bunch of young kids out there, and they'd been posted, but 2 seconds later, as we're getting there, I see a game warden dressed in green with his badge. I've been going out to these rivers and lakes now for years and years and years. I have never, ever seen a game warden out there. Ever. But now with the COVID-19, they're sending game wardens even to monitor to make sure nobody's out in the woods. Funny, while we were out there, we heard someone with a chainsaw cutting down trees, doing something out there. This is what I want to let you know. Why they have you locked down, your government hasn't stopped. They are out here doing stuff on every road that I rode back from Columbia, South Carolina, the capital, to my house, which is about 2.5 hours. All the roads were being worked on. All of them. There was a work zone on almost every road that I went on. They're building a bridge. They're building all sorts of stuff, and all the road. There was tons of road crew stuff everywhere. So while they got us locked down, they're out here doing something. They got people in these parks that are closed down. That's why they don't want you out here. They're doing something in these parks. Probably has something to do with 5G. They're probably putting up towers and electronics and more satellite crap here everywhere. More monitoring systems. So even when you go into the woods, you're being monitored. They are locking you down to do covert shit. And they are enforcing it. We are under martial law. That guy ran us out of there. Everybody was running. And he was out there, gun, badge, the whole thing. So right now, we are under tyranny. We are being pushed around by armed assailants, calling themselves the government, calling themselves the police. We are under tyranny. There is no more when. There is no more it's coming, it's here. We have a choice to make now. We have a choice to make, to accept this, or to do what Thomas Jefferson said, and says when a government no longer serves the people, and they found that government to be destructive and against the means of the people, that people can therefore reconvene, put down that government and reconvene and create a new form of government for themselves. Mr. Thomas Jefferson and your Declaration of Independence. So you either stand on that, it's time to do something, or they're coming for your guns next, and then it's camps, and then it's going to be allotted amounts of food and allotted amounts of energy, and it's leading towards chipping you, and it's leading towards all sorts of crazy crap, man, where they have absolute and total control over you, man. new types of federal ID cards, where you have to have one to buy groceries, you have to have one to drive down roads, you have to have one to do this, you have to have one to do that. We're already there, people. We've already gone past the point. It's time to go into your house. It's time to go to the store. It's time to buy ammunition. It's time to reconvene from amongst the people. It's time to assemble. It's time to get out into the streets and not stay inside. To go up to the governmental courthouses and law enforcement and a whole bit and tell them that we no longer recognize them, because their right to govern comes from the consent of the people. If we don't consent, they don't have a right to govern. Anything else, it's we the people, not we the government. Realize this, man, the government isn't even human fucking beings. They're not even human. They're some kind of weird entities, man. Demonic, reptilian, whatever you want to call them. They ain't human, dog. I done noticed this time and time again. There's guys out there. Deontay Wilder, not a human. Real talk. The dude, what's his name? Floyd Mayweather's promoter. I'll tell you that dude, I got a picture of, I didn't tell the name, but it wears pinky shortens and then it grows. Dude's not a human. They're all together in on this. They're enslaving us. They are scared of us. They want our weapons. They want to do this covertly. They've been doing it covertly for years. The rich of the world are behind this with that. And also, there's a state in the middle of the Middle East that caused all kinds of problems that they're in big control of this too. It is time to not give your consent. It's time to tell them that you do not give your consent to this government, that you do not recognize this government. It's time to reconvene. I serve this government, man. I get my benefits from this government, man. I mean, my everything I have. My disability, my retirement, my Social Security. But guess what, man? It ain't worth my freedom. It ain't worth my freedom. If I have to, man, I'll take what I have to take by force. They got all the riches. 1% of the population holds over 90% of the wealth. How about we just go find that 1%, sit outside their houses and tell them that we don't consent with signs or whatever. We need to raid the Bastille like they did in France. And we know how that ended up with King Louis and Marie Antoinette with their heads chopped off. That's how the French had to start their revolution. Blood's filling the street. If we got to do that here, we got to do that here. But we're past this time. We're in martial law. We're under control. We're under enslavement. You can't go where you want. You can't drive where you want. They won't allow you to work. They won't allow you in the hospitals. I tried to go to the VA hospital. That thing was closed up. You can't get care. So you can't get health care. You can't get toilet paper. You can't get meat in the grocery stores. You can't go to the boat ramps and to the lake to fish and get food. They're trying to starve us out. You're going to get starved to death. You're going to get everything that you have taken away from you unless you fight. And if somebody is voicing they're down with all this, they're your enemy. That old Rage Against the Machine song, "Know your enemy," but bum 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 bum. It also reminds me, your brain dead, you got a fucking bullet in your head. Just the victim of the in-house drive-by. They say jump, you say how high. And that's what they're doing with the coronavirus. You're a victim of the in-house drive-by, man. Your brain dead, you got a fucking bullet in your head. For real. They're telling you how to jump, and you're saying how high. I'm not down with it, man. Who's with me? If not, you're a bitch. And a coward. So feds, I know you're watching this too. Y'all can kiss my ass. You evil sons of bitches. Judgment's coming, man. The Most High is coming to put things in order. He's coming to put things in order. And you just wait, man. There is a nice, big, burning, bright lake of sulfur that's waiting for you. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a whole party for all y'all. Sick, twisted, demonic, satanic, evil people, man. Tired of all this wickedness in the world, man. Tired of it, man. Enslaving other people, man. Using them. They're human beings made in the image of God, man. With his imprint, he breathing in the breath of life, man. You don't have the right to enslave and oppress them. What did Thomas Jefferson say? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of freedom. They're taking away our lives. They're taking away our liberty. They're taking out our pursuit of happiness. You can't pursue happiness right now. You're told to stay in your house with an ankle monitor on you called drones that watch when you leave the house and notify someone that you're out and that you're out and about and that they're watching you. There's surveillance. There's video cameras on every building. There's 5G towers everywhere, man. Those towers signal things, man. They signal drone. They're putting out 5G radiation that's giving you cancer, that's killing. You really want to know what's making people sick? It ain't coronavirus. It's where they're testing 5G. 5G is cellular radiation. It has effects on every living thing and kills and contaminates it. You know? Get a plant in your house. Get a plant in your house. A house plant. Sit it right next to your wireless router. Sit it right there and see how good it does. See how well that plant does. What you're going to notice is that damn thing is going to wither up and die because it's getting radiation, EMF radiation, cellular radiation, RF radiation. That's what they're polluting with, which can make all sorts of toxicity. It can affect the respiratory, it can affect your heart, it can affect your brain, it can affect everything, man. These people are causing total enslavement. Wake up, man. I've been going on for this for too long and people ain't doing nothing. Do something. It's time to do something, man. I ain't going out like a chump. I ain't going out like a chump. Y'all can see how I go out. At least I'll go out on my shield. Anyway, man, y'all better need to be praying to the Most High, because things is only gonna get uglier than better, man. They ain't trying for things to go back to normal. Something else is gonna happen after this pandemic. Something else is gonna keep things locked down. They're gonna probably declare worldwide martial law here before soon. And then they're going to take your guns. And after they take your guns, they're going to round you up and camp you, kill you, torture you, rape, pillage, starve you to death, put you in concentration camps like in Nazi Germany and the gulags in Soviet Russia. That's what you're looking at, people, right here in America. And you can thank the good old state with the star on the flag for all that crap too, because they bow down to the Zionist bull crap. Y'all can kiss my ass too. Y'all bunch of lazy, good for nothing, sick, twisted bastards. That's all you are, man. You know? Jesus said this, you're of your father, the devil. You're of your father. He was a murderer and a thief from the beginning. And he was right, man. All y'all Talmudic, satanic people acting like y'all are pious. We know the truth. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing but sick, twisted. You're a freaking stain on humanity. But the Most High is coming to deal with all y'all. Just wait, man. Yeshua HaMashiach is coming to deal with all y'all. Said that the blood is going to be up to the horse's bridle. It'll be so bad in the Valley of Megiddo. Anyway, I'm done. I'm out, man. You're here. Martial law is here. Complete control is here. What do you do next? What are you going to do next? I'm out. God bless you all. I love you. Peace. There is no peace right now. We're not in a place where it's peace. We're not in peace, man. We're in a war. So you better start soldiering. I'm out.